again from Sydney, Australia. Even if you've never been to Sydney, you'll probably recognize some of the most famous landmarks here. For example, that bridge where they have the New Year celebration. But if you're not from Sydney or Australia, today I'll show you a few places that you won't. Probably never even heard of them. Where are we visiting today?
Barangaroo.
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 It says right here, baby.
Barangaroo.
Very good.
The only river in Barangaroo.
Okay,
There we
good
go.
job. It rhymes with kangaroo.
You're right.
Cheers. Look at how cool. You can leave your luggage here at a restaurant. They store your luggage here. $8 for 24 hours, not bad. So cool how Sydney is so walkable, right?
Yeah.
And you have this waterfront all over.
Well, it's walkable and swimmable.
Not really.
No? You can swim all this?
Oh, you can, but there are sharks here.
Ah, you just fight them off.
You can probably walk the entire waterfront. Many skyscrapers and others being built. You always find a shade.
Place to relax.
This is Barangaroo Reserve. It's Sydney's newest harbour foreshore park.
Down here in Sydney, it's much different. You look at this, the waters come and they beat on the ground, and look at them, make squares.
This is not natural, baby. Come on. The park was not here.
It's nice, huh?
Seriously, this was not all here a few years ago. There was not even a park here. This was one of Sydney's oldest industrial sites. I'm at a park called Barangaroo, and you have a totally different view of the famous Harbour Bridge. How cool! There's a pool here, and it is netted, so totally safe against sharks. Very cool. We accidentally discovered this totally by chance, and I didn't see this in any guide. Probably a place that only the locals know. And from up here, you got a different view of the city. Look at where we are right now, right? But how it used to be.
Oh,
Wow.
it's a bunch of buildings.
Wow, and this area still has a lot to grow, huh? A lot of construction here. Let's go. It's so interesting because Barangaroo used to be a container terminal. And then for a while, there was nothing going on here. Today, it's one of the top suburbs in Sydney. Now, there's one thing missing in this area that I hoped to find over here.
A big rock of gold.
No, come on, a bike.
Wouldn't it be better to get a gold rock?
A bike is more realistic.
I think it's just better to walk.
We gotta do that no matter what, so let's go. It's so nice how you can walk all over, and two very nice parts of town actually meet over here, Barangaroo and Darling Harbour. Welcome to Darling Harbour, a place you might want to visit during the day and also at night. That's our plan. So many boats at Darling Harbour. You can probably get a lot of boat tours from here, including the ferry as public transport. There are so many nice restaurants all over this area, right? It is even hard to choose. How did you pick this one?
Crocodile.
Oh, cheers!
Agua.
Nice cheeseburger. Oh, what burger is this?
Swordfish.
Wow, that's a really good piece.
Yes. And then they give you a sword.
Good? Perfect. Gordon didn't believe, but this might be the best burger I've ever had. It's amazing. This area is huge, and there are also a few tourist attractions around. Nearby, you even find the largest Chinatown in Australia. We'll be back to that area later today. We're on our way to the hotel to get some rest, have a break. But first, let me show you probably the most famous street in Sydney. Ta-da! This is George Street. George Street is probably the main shopping street here in Sydney, also the oldest in town. It connects a number of important buildings. Let me show you some of them. Welcome to Queen Victoria Building. Oh, wow. The old elevator.
Look at that clock.
Yes, and there are two of them. I can't even imagine how heavy this clock is. There is something very interesting about this clock over here. Queen Elizabeth II came here to visit Sydney and she wrote a letter. The letter is somewhere in this clock over here and can only be opened in 2085, 99 years after her visit. Nobody knows what to expect. Get ready for something you won't believe about this building. It was almost destroyed to become a parking lot.
I was going to say that.
It was bought out by a Malaysian group. It was kind of falling apart and they totally renovated it. Now, this building is really famous for the cafes. And look at how many there are everywhere, in every floor. Look at this, how cool. All the names of the shops are standard. They don't have a big branding right in front.
I was once the companion and friend of the great Queen Victoria.
This was Queen Victoria's dog. People traditionally throw some coins. All donations here go to support deaf and blind children. Any idea where you're standing?
This square.
Yeah.
Right here.
And this is the town hall, important building.
Yes.
But what else?
The site of lots of corruption.
The site of lots of bodies. This was a cemetery.
Ooh, did you feel that?
No, most of the bodies were moved, but not all. You know, every once in a while when they're doing some renovation, they still find bodies.
The ghosts are still here.
Probably,
They
yeah.
haunt this whole area. So
This-
don't stay past sundown.
When this building was completed, it became the grandest building in the entire British Empire. This was 1889, right next to the town hall, the oldest church in town. This is St. Andrew's Cathedral. It's an Anglican cathedral, the oldest in Australia. Unfortunately, it was already closed.
Annetta has a story about pigeons. She's
No.
going to tell me pigeons that are in the square near the town hall in Sydney. Very important. Remember this.
The story goes, when you're walking along George Street, right? If you're seeing seagulls, it means that you're close to the ocean. If you're seeing pigeons, it means that you're close to the city. So what do you see here?
I see birds that are confused. They don't know which one they are.
I think they're all mixed over here, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pedestrian-only street. Here you only have the tram. And it is so fun to walk over here. It's a beautiful street with some very nice shops. Oh my God, have you ever seen a line this big to get inside Louis Vuitton? Here's a 3-story Apple store. And it is so cool that the shops and everything is open on a weekend. Oh, King G! You're open until 2 a.m. tonight, huh?
Not every night.
Who's King G here?
You have to ask.
The streets around are also very nice. Lots of charming places, like Australia Square, lots of tables outside and a food court inside.
This is crazy.
And just like that, we're back, ready for the evening, and so is everybody else. Look at how busy it is. It is our goodbye here to Sydney and Australia. For our final meal, I chose something very Australian, or Sydney cider, as I'm being told. A chicken schnitzel, which is a schnitzel. They shorten the word here. And you, baby, your choice?
Cerveja.
And?
Comida.
Which is?
Fish and chip.
You're so creative, huh?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Do you need cutlery?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel, not schnitzel, schnitzel. Wow, the chicken is very tender and crunchy. Absolutely delicious. They got gravy here, and it's a perfect combination. tell you something about the food. Food in Australia is not cheap, about the same price or more expensive than in the United States. But on the other hand, they don't have a tipping culture here. Or so we've been told, before coming here. At least in Sydney, every single restaurant that we went to, you order via QR code that is on your table. That adds a tax, and they suggest a 5% tip. Not sure this is the norm from now on. In the other cities, one or other restaurant was like this. They used to bring you the bill already closed. You didn't even have where to add the tip. But not here. Even the app is smart. Another round? Yeah. Wow, this almost becomes like a nightclub here too. It looks like this is where people come for the nightlife in Sydney.
Feels a little bit like Dubai, yeah.
Totally,
Restaurants.
yeah. We're here at night not only because we wanted to see this place at night, but also because something special happens here every Saturday. Is that the best place to be?
I think so.
I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the back.
Woohoo! You'll be on YouTube. That was really cool. 7 minutes of fireworks. Now imagine if they do this every Saturday on a random Saturday. Imagine their New Year's. Cheers to Sydney. Cheers to Sydney and Australia. We'll be back.
Send you back to your ex, but good luck with that. This is big as it gets. Hey.